more subjects and predicates at GrammarSongs by Melissa. This video builds upon the concepts and skills addressed in identifying subjects and predicates and advanced helping verbs. You have learned that we use complete sentences every day when we read, speak, and write. Complete sentences help us communicate in a way that enables us to understand each other's thoughts and ideas. You have also learned that complete sentences are made up of two parts called the subject and the predicate. The subject tells who or what the sentence is about, and the predicate tells what the subject does or is. You also know that the subject can be a noun, proper noun, or pronoun, and you've learned that the predicate begins with the verb. In the sentence, "The boy played his harmonica," you know the subject is the boy because he is who the sentence is about, and he's a noun. Played his harmonica is the predicate because it tells what the boy did, and it begins with the verb. At least, most of the time. Huh? What? Well, sometimes the predicate can begin with an adverb or a helping verb that goes along with the main verb. Oh no! Don't worry, it's easy. Let me show you. If we revisit the sentence, "The boy played his harmonica," the boy is the subject, and played his harmonica is the predicate. The predicate begins with the action verb played. But if we want to use an adverb to tell how, when, or where he played his harmonica, it could be placed at the beginning of the predicate, such as "the boy quietly played his harmonica," or "the boy never played his harmonica." In both of these sentences, the predicate starts with an adverb. The boy is still the subject, and the rest of the sentence is the predicate because it tells what the boy did. The adverb simply modifies the verb by telling how or when he played. The same situation can be true for helping verbs since they are placed in front of the main verb in the sentence. Remember, helping verbs tell the reader the time or tense or set the mood or tone. "The boy should have played his harmonica" lets the reader know the opportunity for him to play has passed. The boy is still the subject, and the rest of the sentence is the predicate telling what the boy did or didn't do. So if we find our subject first, we still follow the same steps? Exactly. Let's practice finding the subject and predicate in different sentences. We will follow the steps and look for clues. Abigail happily eats her vegetables. First, let's find our subject. Who or what is this sentence about? Well, when I read this sentence, I get a picture in my head of Abigail. Abigail is my subject. Abigail is a proper noun. Now I need to find my predicate. What does Abigail do? She happily eats her vegetables. Happily eats her vegetables is the predicate. Eats is my verb, and happily tells how she eats. So this time my predicate begins with an adverb to describe my main verb. Once I find the subject, finding the predicate is easy. Let's practice finding the subject and predicate again. The brown dog will go to the vet tomorrow. First, we need to find our subject. Who or what is this sentence about? Well, when I read this sentence, I get a picture in my head of a brown dog. The brown dog is my subject, and a dog is a noun. Now I need to find my predicate. What will the brown dog do? The brown dog will go to the vet tomorrow. Will go to the vet tomorrow is my predicate. Go is my main verb, and will is a helping verb that tells that the event will happen in the future. So this time my predicate begins with a helping verb that indicates time or tense. Once I find my subject, finding the predicate is easy. So remember, subjects tell who or what the sentence is about, and they are nouns, proper nouns, or pronouns. The predicate tells what the subject does or is, and it can begin with a verb, adverb, or helping verb. Once you find the subject, finding the predicate is easy. Thank you for joining me at Grammar Songs by Melissa.